Welcome to the B&B Show, Barriers and Breakthroughs, with your host, Rochelle Payne Baum, the Pain Whisperer, a show that talks about how to fix your pain. So get ready for the B&B Show.
Barriers and Breakthroughs.
Business page.
Okay, I think we're live.
Yes.
Yay, awesome. Welcome everybody to the Barriers and Breakthroughs show. We are so excited to have an amazing guest today. I am Rochelle Payne Baum. Yes, Payne is my middle name. It's actually my middle name.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Payne. So people have called me a pain in the a lot of times growing up. And but really, I am a physical therapist, and I help people fix their pain, and that's what I love to do. I do it all the time. And in fact, I just helped a good friend of mine. I've been lifting weights with her. She's actually a power lifter and lifts really heavy weight. Like, she's only 123 pounds, and she can bench 170, but she can bench almost, a lot. And she tore her hamstring and was just having a hard time getting it healed, and she was doing a powerlifting competition. So she just said, I just feel like I'm uneven or something. So of course I checked out her pelvis and her sacroiliac joint, and come to find out her pelvis was almost a quarter inch off uneven. So no wonder she tore her hamstring, trying to do deadlift. So I just did a 5-minute maneuver, a muscle energy technique, and I completely fixed her pelvis so it was completely straight. And she's like, I can't. So she's been lifting and training, and she's like, it feels amazing. It's 100% better.
Yeah.
And here I've gone to a chiropractor for 2 years. I've had all kinds of treatments, and I could never fix it. And here, 5 minutes, you fix me. It was pretty amazing. So it's fun to do that kind of thing. Anyway, so we're here on the Barriers and Breakthroughs show because we have an awesome guest. I'm super excited for you to hear her story. Ysela Craig, and she and her husband Ronnie Craig are with Nutrition Hub here in Pearland. And she's going to tell us a little bit about what she just recently did, which is super exciting. The International Physique League, right? IPL bikini competition?
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes, I did the bikini competition. There's different divisions in the International Physique League, and I did the bikini competition, and I did evening gown. I competed in 2 divisions.
Okay.
And so I've been training since right after Thanksgiving. I've started training, and this past weekend was actually our competition, and I decided to do it for myself because I turned 40, and so I said I'm going to celebrate me. I'm going to get in the best shape ever, and I'm going to just, I like to go big if I'm going to work hard at something. Yeah.
This is big. Look at this.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo.
So this one's first place in bikini.
First place.
Bikini Masters. So I got my pro card with this one, and then this was I got
2.
second place. Yes.
Second place in the evening gown.
Yes.
Wow.
So,
awesome.
Yeah.
That's so fun.
I know. It was an incredible day. You get tanned, you get makeup, hair.
We have some awesome pictures. So let's back up just a little bit, because I want you to see the first picture of where she has come from, okay? Ysela, you had a baby and then you gained a lot of weight.
Tons of weight, yeah. I was after I had my baby, I was about 185.
Oh my goodness.
I know with my baby, I was at 200. I think 210 was the
highest?
Yeah.
I can't imagine you being that. Okay,
Yeah.
Do we have that picture in there? Okay, so here's a before and after. And 210, I can't imagine you like that, really. That's amazing.
Well, that's when I was wearing stretchy clothes, at that point, because it felt like nothing fit me right. I couldn't find anything that I liked, and it was tiring. I was frustrating, and
oh, I know. I've been there. I've been pregnant a lot, and so that is frustrating for sure when you gain weight and you have to be patient a little bit and figure out how you're gonna get it off eventually, and have patience with that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have another picture. I think these are the ones of your competition, right? Yes. So here you are in a bikini.
Yes.
Amazing. That is so you started in November?
Yes.
Oh wow. So
training.
November, December, January, February. So only 4 months.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yes.
Okay.
So 80% of it's nutrition, 20% is fitness. You train like an athlete, so you have to get it all in. Always drinking water, like just having the whole package. And I like had a checklist so that I make sure I got everything done.
Yeah. And what you drink and take like makes your skin get beautiful like her skin.
Thank you.
Kidding. No, you had to do the tan thing, right?
I did.
Okay.
The day before you get tanned, and then the day of you get tanned. So you get tanned a lot just so that you can really accent those muscles that you've worked hard for.
Right. So I did a bodybuilding competition a long time ago after my second stint.
I saw your picture.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the crazy thing back then is you had this like liquid, and you had a sponge, and you had to like seriously like paint yourself. And so if the lines were crooked, like it was like my husband had to paint me like because I couldn't reach everything. And anyway, so nowadays it's a lot easier. You just have this spray thing.
Yeah, they just spray.
Just like you're spraying a vegetable. Right?
Yeah, real easy. Just stand there and then they just spray you down.
Yeah. So the International Physique League.
Yes.
So do you have to be like an international person to compete, or?
No, it's a natural league, which means that they do drug testing to make sure you're not taking any banned substances.
Yeah.
And it's actually all over the U.S. Their competitions are the longest one is here in Houston.
Oh.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Very cool.
Arizona, California, Florida, and there's a couple other places as well. And he's been doing it for several years. Actually did do a competition 4 years ago with the same league in Arizona.
So you said is that the president?
The president,
Okay.
Ben. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's go through a couple more pictures. So this is your evening gown, I think one, right? And who is this that was giving you the award? Like, is she part of the?
So she actually competed last year and she got her Bikini Pro card.
Okay,
and
so she gets to crown the queen or whatever.
Yeah, she gets to participate in being part of the judge.
Awarding.
Well, she actually didn't judge. She awarded. Yeah, she was the host of the event.
That's awesome. Yeah. Okay, and then the last picture, was that your evening gown? I think. Yeah. That was beautiful. That was so pretty. I love that. It's super fun. So, and you have a theme, like you do a routine or something, like in the bodybuilding thing, you do a routine besides the posing part. But so, or you kind of walk. How do you do it?
It is a walk. It's posing and walking. And so with the evening gown, it's kind of like how you walk in an evening gown. You want to accent your back, you want to accent your legs, so you pose in certain ways to make sure that they can see those muscles as well. So his goal for the evening gown was to show that women can be, strong but feminine as well.
Very cool.
I know, I love that division.
That is really cool. And you were saying something about how like you don't even have to do a bikini. There's a competition where you don't have to get into a bikini. Is that right?
Right. So there's different opportunities. There's the evening gown, angel wings, there's a bikini, there's a fitness model where you wear fitness clothes and do a routine as well. There's physique, which is more muscular.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the women's. Of course, there's men's also as well. Yeah, and then there's a non-competitive or non-judging division, which I love because it includes everybody. It's people who still train like an athlete, and they highlight before and after photos, so it's inspiration and transformation. Or it could be someone with a disability who wants to train like an athlete and showcase their results. And they can
so you could even be in a wheelchair.
Yes.
Be in it. That is so cool.
Yes. And you can come on stage and you can theme it however you want, and you get 1 minute on the stage and they read a bio
about you.
Yes. It is
so
amazing.
Cool. Okay, I'm gonna have to sign up for that one because I have patients that that would really motivate them. I think.
Yes.
That's really great. Like just you motivating. I think a lot of people seeing what you've done. That's awesome. So I know you've also helped train some other people because we had some pictures. There's a couple girls. Okay, wait. We need to get the picture of her.
Jessica.
This is one of the ones of the girls, right?
Yes.
Do you see the one with the two girls? Is this good? Can we see this good? Okay, this is Jessica?
Yes.
Can you see that? Like, seriously. And you met her like this, right?
I met her like
and
that.
And she's okay with us doing this?
Yes.
Okay.
She's good.
She's up on their wall. Okay.
Yes.
We're going to talk about a few of the people she's trained. But that is crazy. And then she's in the bikini picture. You put that one in there already, Morgan. The one with the two girls.
Yes, and she's in a pink bikini.
She's in the pink bikini.
Sideways.
You got that one? Okay, so that's her after. Is that amazing, everybody? That's incredible. That's So
Jessica's dropped
exciting.
85 pounds.
85 pounds.
Of course, she's like me, never thought we'd be in a bikini in our life. And she trained with me in Arizona, and she's actually training right now for the next competition. She's working on some results. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so she wants to push her results to the next level. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so she got inspired because she didn't know that her body can transform like that. And I think that's kind of what gave her confidence to do it again, is because she saw the transformation within the 16 weeks.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay,
I can do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I want to see what it can do if I do it one more time. And so that's where she's at.
So tell me a little bit about how you're coaching, because there's a couple other really, this is a great one too. This is Gabby. So this is really amazing. Like,
Gabby's lost over 100 pounds.
She's lost 100 pounds. And was she going to do the one where you're just in a gown?
Yes.
The competition? So
yes.
You don't have to be in a bikini, and still you can compete. That's what's so really cool.
Yeah. She's actually training as well for Arizona.
Oh, for Arizona.
In May.
So
and she'll be doing inspiration and transformation.
Okay. I love these pictures up here. Isn't
that
cool, everybody? Okay, this one was really cool too. Okay. So she was in one of the competitions, right?
She was, yeah. Her name's Ysela, and she's like, okay, I want to do this, but what division can I do? So she actually chose inspiration dedication as well, and she wanted to push results to like the next level. And so I said, you have to wear something outside of your box, outside of like what you're normally going to wear.
Get out of your comfort zone.
Yes. And so she's like, I want to do a bathing suit, and I'm like, okay, we gotta do something that not a regular bathing suit, not like one that you're gonna go swimming all the time. So she chose this. We came up with this.
So cool. See her number tag on there? That was her competition.
She rocked the stage.
So awesome. I love that.
Yeah, and it's so fun.
Like she could be in a magazine like this,
She could.
It looks like a magazine picture. So
it's so fun for women because we get to do our hair, our makeup, and it's just celebrating us. We work so hard, and it's so nice to just be able to celebrate that moment of all that hard work that we've done.
So tell me a little bit about how you're coaching, because I've seen some of your pictures. We have a couple of those. How do you get women in here, or how do you help them? Like, do they just walk in the door and how do you help them get started? You know what I mean?
Well, I sit with them and I talk about their goals, and I want to see where they're at and what they want for themselves. And then these women who've come on stage with me, it's progressive. Like they've gotten some results, and then I'm like, hey, well, this would be great for the next thing for you. Yeah. Because a lot of times we always need something to just keep driving us to get to the next level.
Yeah.
Being part of the community helps. Not doing it by yourself, that's made a big difference. Like we've kind of created like this bond together because we have a group that goes together, and we have a team suit and everything. And
I love it.
Yeah,
so fun.
The day of, you're not there backstage by yourself, and that could be scary.
Yeah.
Especially if you haven't been on stage
before.
Yeah. And so we're all back there. We support each other. We are, encourage each other, and you experience it with other women and men, because I've trained other men too, before you hit the stage. So it's awesome.
That is so great. Yeah. I mean, you mentioned having a community thing. Actually, we have a few pictures. I think there. Some of the girls that's a breakthrough. The show's Barriers and Breakthroughs, right? So a breakthrough would be that you have a community, or how many people would that be? 2 people, 3 people?
Well, I've trained up to 40 people in the competition. Wow. This is in Arizona.
All at once?
Yes.
What?
And then here, I currently have 6 women.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's room. Okay. 6 to 40. There's 34 spots. All right, you guys, like summer's coming.
Yes.
So
come on, let's
get
do it.
motivated. That's so fun. 40 people.
Yes.
So that is really cool.
Yeah.
Of course, that would be, and what I love about it is not everybody has to reach,
bikini status or
yeah,
whatever you call it. Yeah.
It's against yourself, right? And your progress, and everybody celebrates your progress.
Yes.
It's
always against yourself.
Motivating them.
Yes. And I love it because, like I said, you're not doing it by yourself, but you're working for yourself. You're doing it for you. Your competition's with you. Your results on stage, we're celebrating you. And so I love that part. And then just the process of having to, pick an outfit that's going to fit your body and compliment you, and the tanning and makeup, it's an experience too that you don't ever do, and you get to celebrate you.
I know all of you are watching on television all the time, like do it yourself or makeover, this and that.
Yes.
But like this is a makeover like right in your community.
Yes.
If you're in Pearland, and even if not, if you're in Arizona or California, like you can contact Ysela and do it even though you don't live here either. But that sounds so exciting. You should call it some kind of like group. Like, what do you call it? Is it?
Our team is called Smoothies and Blenders.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you even have a name.
Yeah,
so,
we do have
like
a name.
Like part of a team already.
Yes.
Smoothies
and Blenders.
and Blenders.
Yes.
Okay. I like that.
And our team was actually started in Arizona.
Okay.
And then it's grown. There's actually teams in California, here, and Florida. And so like
awesome.
what you said, you can go plug into any of our teams and be part of the community. Yeah, and not worry about doing it on your own or being on stage by yourself. It's sometimes hard enough to motivate yourself, and so when you're in a community and you're with other people, it drives you like, okay, I can do one more week. Okay, I can, push my results a little bit further. And we post our pictures in our private group so we can see progress, and we can do progress, check-ins and stuff like that.
Yeah, that helps people. So since this is the Barriers and Breakthrough show, like what kind of barriers keep women and men, of course, right, like from taking like the first step? You've worked with a lot of people, like how do they what's that first step that they need to take, and what's a barrier that they that you could help them see, like this is what you do to start, and is it just getting started?
I think the biggest barrier is making the decision. It's always outside of your box. So I always tell people that I grow when I do something outside of my box. I grow as a person. And so when I present it, a lot of people are like, that's not me. And that's the point, is like doing something outside that's going to pull you to do something outside of your box. And the biggest barrier is making the decision. Some people say I don't have enough time, but there's never a perfect time. I tell people that all the time. It's just making the decision, and you'll figure it out. And that's why you have me to help you figure it out, because the goal is not for you to feel overwhelmed. It's just to follow the program. And then if you follow the program, it'll line up. It'll start lining up.
You'll see results, and that'll be motivating.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah, like when I did a bodybuilding competition, like I had never worn a bikini ever in my life, right? And I just had a baby. And so because I like sports, it's something I hadn't done before. And I was like, so I kind of got talked into it because it was interesting and I hadn't seen really what it's like. So I would think, and I wish I would have known that, to see your competition. So would you think that if people wanted to come, like that's what motivated me, is seeing actually the competition?
Yes.
So like you could maybe put that out there, when the next one is, where it is. Like I'd love to come see. It'll
be the third weekend of July.
So it's going to be the summer.
Yeah, it is going to be the summer. It
cool.
is held. I'll have to get the address for you or post it in the link.
Here in Houston?
Yes, it's here in Houston.
Okay.
It is motivating to see. That's how one of the girls decided to join us for the next competition, because she saw how it was presented, how the women were presented. It's just incredible, and she got inspired, and so it's really, really cool.
I'm surprised I haven't heard about it, honestly. Like really, I mean, Houston's a big place, but
it is huge.
Like, yeah, I would love to go. I'll have to mark that on my calendar to make sure and come.
Yes.
Maybe compete. Like,
There you
I'm
go.
thinking about it actually. So that is really cool.
Absolutely. I think I mean, it's not for everybody, but because of the International Physique League, it is for everybody. Because there is that other component of inspiration and transformation, where you don't have to wear, a bikini, or you don't have to wear the angel wings. You could just wear something that you would want to present yourself in. Like I had one of the ladies I coached, she wore her Native American attire. So she came on stage and she had this custom-made Native American dress, and she presented herself, and it was gorgeous.
So cool.
Yes,
that's really cool.
and it was the best feeling ever for her, because she hadn't worn something like that in a long time. She had it tailored to her. She had her colors. It was just incredible.
Awesome.
Yes.
That is really cool. I met this lady up at the UN, and she had a traumatic accident, and she had she was an amputee, so she had a prosthetic leg, and it was pink. It was really cool, and it was decorated. It was like really cool, and she came to my mind when you said, disabled people. I was like, I could totally see her on the stage with her pink prosthesis and like a pink bikini or something.
Yes.
That would be really, really cool. I bet she'd get like a standing ovation or something.
Oh, she would. Yeah.
That'd be really fun.
Yeah, and then people just with limitations. Some people just can't, go to the gym and lift weights, but they can do some kind of physical activity.
Yeah.
And so that's what we strive for, is just what can you do in that capacity. And so we always can do something, but we just have to figure out what that person can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you mainly do the nutrition part, or do you help them with training, like exercise part? Being that I'm a physical therapist, right?
Yeah, I do.
So-
I guide them.
Okay.
And then I do, for the bikini ones, I have more of a plan.
Mhm.
For inspiration and dedication, we map out something for them.
Okay.
Yeah. But I don't train them. I'm not the trainer.
Well then.
Yeah, I do the nutrition part. There you go. Tag team.
No, I really don't have time to train, but I can show you what to do, because I'm lifting myself, I think women should do strength training. Just
talk
because,
about that.
Yeah, it preserves your muscle mass, increases your metabolism, helps, maintain your bone strength so you don't get osteoporosis, and your stamina is just really an important thing for women to do to help you age slower and more gracefully. Plus, it's nice to be curvy and feel great. And so it's a good complement, of course, to how you eat, which is super important that you guys, do a great job at.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
So, okay, how can people get a hold of you? I think we were going to put up her information.
Yes.
It's nutritionhub.com, right?
Nutritionhub101.com. That's
Okay.
our website, actually.
Nutrition Hub 101. That's a great name. Yeah. So that you're on Facebook.
I am on Facebook. You
Yeah.
can find me on Facebook and Instagram. Those are the ones I
Instagram.
use the most. Yeah.
Okay. And I know Ronnie. So I helped Ronnie do some strength training because he had a back injury.
Yes.
And he's been keeping it up.
He
I was
has.
hoping he was going to be here because I was going to
Put
keep
him on there.
going.
Yeah, he actually has. He's
Yeah.
maintained it. It's made a big difference for him.
Good.
So he had back pain from a car accident, and it was okay. It wasn't. It would flare up a lot, and
Mhm.
so with the working out, he does it 3 times a week. Follows the regimen you showed him.
Cool.
And he
Yeah.
feels 10 times better, and he actually can sit in a car a lot longer than before.
Drive.
And
Yeah.
drive and just have a longer day without pain.
Yeah.
Because
Very
usually
cool.
he would have pain around lunchtime, and now it's like he can handle the
More.
day. He can handle the day more.
And he goes and goes and goes and
Yeah.
goes. So that's great news. Yeah, I'll have to tell him when I see him.
Yes.
That's great. I'm so
Yeah.
excited.
I'm proud of him too, because you kick-started him, because he was
Yeah.
afraid to go back to the gym because he was really active.
Yeah.
And he was just always in pain, and then so when you and him had met and did
Mhm.
the strength training together, and you
Yeah.
showed him how to use all
Yeah.
of that stuff, he's maintained it since then.
So good. It's easy to learn, I'm telling you. And they're like 20-minute workouts. They're not,
Yeah.
because we're all busy. And so I'm so glad he's keeping it up.
Yeah.
So that's really great. Okay, so you're on Facebook, the International Physique League. Are you ever posting a link to that? Or
I can post the link. Yeah, I've shared it when I was
Okay.
when I was getting ready to compete, but I can share it again.
I'm going to try and post that on my Facebook too, because I have a few patients that I think should do that. I'm going to try and motivate them to do it. Yeah.
I would love to talk to them too,
Yeah.
because it's incredible.
I have a 40-year-old patient, and she just had her hip replaced. She was in a car accident when she was 16.
Oh my God.
Fractured her femur, which, you know, generally you'd recover completely fine. But she had a scar from the surgery, and it got infected, and so the infection went to her hip bone. So her hip bone, you know, the head of the femur, like completely disintegrated. And they just kept putting it off because she was so young and didn't want to do her hip replacement until now. But she would really do great if she could get there by July. So.
Oh yeah, she could do it.
That's awesome. Okay, so is it how many, every few months?
It's it's twice a year.
Oh.
It's March.
Okay.
March is the one here in Houston. March and July.
In Houston.
In Houston.
Okay.
And so those are the dates. Those are the months that they fall in here. In other states, I think the one in Arizona is in May.
Okay.
The one in California is in April. So it just, I mean, depending where you're at too.
Okay.
You can also fly there and you still
Compete
be
there and do
it. You can still compete there.
Make a fun trip out of it. Oh, we did have a couple more pictures. I think, so this is in here, like this is their awesome place here. So people come here to have.
They have a healthy smoothie. So we have a smoothie bar.
A smoothie bar,
which
and I
is
love it right
great.
here.
We have vegetarian options. We have gluten-free options. I have an athletic protein shake. We have healthy protein snacks. We have energy drinks. We have tons of supplements that help. Number one is a multivitamin. I always tell people you need a multivitamin. And just tons of options here. The thing that we focus on is meal planning. So we help people with meal planning just for their overall health.
Explain what that is, because a lot of people don't know what meal planning is. What is meal planning?
Okay, so meal planning is just knowing what your body needs for the day so that you can, keep going. So we look at how much protein you're taking in and just how your eating habits are and stuff like that, and then we create a map for you of what you need to eat. Always whole foods, and then just how we always say the right amount, the right time, and of course the whole foods. Those are the three key elements of a good meal plan. And then we also do a meal plan class here every Monday at 6.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because people are visual.
Yeah, and I want to see what it looks like.
Yeah, so seeing it, and then we've had several people taste food that they've never tasted before, because they're
like quinoa.
Quinoa is a big one. Yeah, it is.
I'm sure. I love quinoa.
Yes, and just vegetables. Like this past Wednesday, 2 days ago, we had a cooking class on vegetables, which sounds funny, but a lot of people haven't tried different things like sprouts or asparagus. So everyone, contributed and brought something different.
Bok choy.
Yeah, and they can sample it without having to
buy something and not know how to make it.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
That's great.
It's really fun.
Is that free?
It is free.
So Monday nights at 6, you can come here and learn about meal planning.
Yes.
And try things.
And people bring their kids too, because the other thing is like, it's good for you to eat healthy, but then we really want to make it a family thing. We want families to get healthy. And we've had kids here, they try different foods, and so
good,
parents are surprised that kids like certain, healthy foods.
Yeah, kids like healthy foods.
They do.
Believe it or not.
They do, and then when they take part in cooking it, because we try to get people involved, then they're more likely to eat it. And that's one tip that I would always give parents. Like if you have your kids prepare it, they will try it. They will at least try it, and they will probably eat it.
Yeah, you're right. Experimenting that, because it gives them ownership.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So that's awesome.
Yeah, I teach a whole class on that, because kids need nutrition too.
Yeah.
Big time, especially with their mind in the morning. If they're not taking in a good amount of protein, it really sets their day for their brains to be able to take in that information. Yeah.
So, okay, what are all these classes that you're teaching? Is it on your website, or how do people find out?
They are on the website, yeah.
Okay.
They're on the website, and then they're also on our Facebook page as well. Yep.
Cool.
And then the other thing we do is we do in-services within businesses or community. Like we've done one at a church before, where we talk about nutrition, where we're invited in, because sometimes you can't make it here, and we'll do we'll do a wellness day for businesses as well.
Cool. So you can come to my home health agency and talk to all my nurses and all my staff.
Yeah.
Right? And therapists, and that's good. We'll do that.
Yeah, that'd be
Definitely.
fun.
I'd love to do that for sure. So go to your Facebook, also the website, learn about the classes. There was a picture of like the group. I think it was the last picture. Like, I know a couple of people in there. I didn't know they were doing your thing with you. Like Tessie, you look awesome in there, Tessie.
Yes.
So that was all the gals, and they're like, woo, yes.
So that just started. Probably about a month ago.
Okay.
So I have a lot of women who have flexible schedules, and so I said, well, I'll do a women's class then, because we always need encouragement, and then stick together, create that bond. And so our women's group is really growing because we meet on Tuesdays at 9. It's an accountability check-in. It's a great workout. I mean, my goal for that class is balance, helping them work on balance, because if we're not using, all of our muscles, then we don't have strong balance.
Yeah.
So it's not super hardcore workout. It's actually cardio and balancing, a lot of balancing stuff. And we do that, and it works our core really well. And that's what I love.
Cool.
So
that's awesome.
It's
Tuesday nights
Tuesday mornings.
Oh, Tuesday morning.
At 9.
Oh, at 9 in the morning.
Yep.
Tuesday mornings. Okay. Cool. So Nutrition Hub. I mean, hub is a good word because it's like a hub. Like you can learn a lot here and learn a lot about nutrition and community building and helping people to support you and help you do something you haven't done before.
Yeah, and we also get into the community. Like we're going to be doing a 5K for the pair run. So if you've never done a 5K and you wanted to, we're doing a walking 5K. And
everybody can walk.
Everybody, yes. And then training for the 5K is walking a little bit further for the next month. But we do it together. And the best thing about that, the first time I did a 5K, is you end up finishing because you're with someone, and you're either talking or you're not doing it by yourself.
Yeah, talking, eating. Yeah, I'll have some cereal. No.
Walk past the finish line together. It's so rewarding. Yeah. It's a different way of celebrating.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. So, and the pair run is when?
That's the first week in May.
Okay, so that's coming up.
And that's all on our Facebook as well.
Yeah. So I would really highly recommend you guys look at Nutrition Hub, because not only are there classes and people that you can meet and fun people. Every time I've come here, and Ysela and Ronnie are just fun people. So I love them. They're super fun to be with. And we just have a good time. And they're very good at networking in the community. So I encourage everybody to make sure and go to your website.
Yes.
Look at the things going on. And I'm really considering doing the July thing. That would be enough time for me. So kind of a fun goal. So
that would be awesome.
We'll talk more about that.
Okay. So I love that.
Okay, so thank you guys for joining us. The Barriers and Breakthroughs show. Did you want to do push-ups?
We can.
Okay. I know Ysela can do push-ups, but it's just fun to do push-ups. We're just going to do push-ups. And you want to just grab the camera. Okay, awesome. And yeah, make sure.
We didn't plan for this one.
And, yeah, we'll do that first. Okay. In my scrubs.
Yeah.
All right.
How many are we doing?
I don't know. We'll just see how many we can do.
Oh, girl.
Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. I worked out today, so I'm kind of tired. Woo! 6. I don't want to hit your elbow.
Yeah, I know. I'm the same way.
What are we at?
I don't know. How many?
15. You say when?
I'm good.
Okay. Woo! Woo! Get the blood going.
Oh yeah, we should have done this before. No, we wouldn't have talked. Good job.
Awesome. Yeah. So anyway, thanks everybody for joining the Barriers and Breakthroughs show. We have some good guests coming up next week. Cindy Leach, you know Cindy Leach?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
She's awesome.
Did she do the IPL?
No, I think she did a different league.
Yeah, so
there's a couple leagues out there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. She had a foot surgery, right? Anyway, and I see her in the gym. Yeah, she's had some barriers and breakthroughs, so I was going to have her on because she's just an awesome person too. So So anyway, thank you for joining us again at Barriers and Breakthroughs show. Again, I'm Rochelle Payne-Baum, the Pain Whisperer, and thank you for joining us. I hope you've learned something today about Nutrition Hub, and I hope that you can take that first step. That's usually the hardest thing, is just getting started.
Yes.
So message, right?
Message me. Message me on Facebook. It'd be a great opportunity for you to step out of your comfort zone. I do one-on-one consultation with you, and you just make a decision of like where you want to get started. Like how fast, how slow. I mean,
you can join me because I haven't made 100% the decision because I might be out of town. I just haven't.
We're getting closer.
But if I'm going to be here, I'm going to do it. And you can work with me with the training part.
Yes.
I can help you make sure you train and don't get hurt, or fix your pain if you have some pain.
That's good. Yes.
Anyway. All right, we'll be signing off. So have a good evening. We'll talk to you next week.
Have a good night.
Bye.